I can say for certainty, this is one thing that I've overcome as an entrepreneur. It is being consistent with creating my content. Here's the thing, I've been all over the place and I understand what a struggle it can be. It seems like it should be super simple. Am I right? Well, it's not. And here are my 3 tips to build your content consistency muscle. As an entrepreneur, there is so much for you to do that you can just be all over focusing on all the different things. And then you forget about being intentional and consistent with the things that matter the most in your business. One thing I know is how super important it is for entrepreneurs to consistently put out new organic content. No matter how booked out you are, it's essential to always grow your followers and your email list. You see, you had the thought that, oh, I'm good, I'm fully booked out. Do you want to see my wait list of clients? Yes, you will have a loyal following of some of those on your wait list. I know you will. But here's the thing, how many of them have moved on to a different coach? If you're not continuously expanding your wait list, you can get yourself into trouble. Or what happens if you decide to switch gears from one on one clients into group coaching, a mastermind, or a membership? You need to have a lot of people on your wait list in order to fill those spots. If you're not continuing to provide your list with consistent content, will they even know who you are or why they are receiving this email from a stranger? Like, who is this person in my inbox? Likely not. And with all the changes that Google and Yahoo are doing right now with emails, we do not want to be marked as spam. You're not alone if you feel like consistent content creation is hard, because it is hard and it's overwhelming and it's a lot of work, and those things that feel hard and overwhelming get put on the back burner. Am I right? Even if it's something you love to do, it's the squeaky wheel in your business that gets the oil. Unfortunately, you may not notice the squeak until the wheels lock up and fall off. Friend, here are 3 simple things to build your content consistency muscle. Number 1, done is better than perfect. Imperfect action. The mantra that built my content consistency muscle was business is easy when I take messy, imperfect action. I still have that on my magic chalkboard. I think that's what it's called, to this day. Until I let go of the thought that my content must be perfect, it became a lot less difficult to create. And what is perfect anyways? Because your idea of perfect and my idea of perfect are 2 different things, and they may not meet in the middle. So the amount of time that I spent creating it went down considerably when I took on the mantra of messy imperfect action. Wins business every day. And done will beat perfect in a race any dang day of the week. You know it will. Number 2, I want you to start a story bank. So what's a story bank? Well, it lets you squirrel away all those random stories that you use or want to use to put in your content. You know, the funny story that happened, or something that happened with your kid, or client conversation that you want to make sure you share with somebody because it was such an insight to that client. Those are the things that you want to put in that story bank. And you can easily create this in Google Sheet and just insert drop downs with the different categories, such as lessons learned, funny, business fails, life fails, your favorite quotes, all your truisms that you put out there. You can pick the categories that actually work for you and the categories that you want to have in that story bank. Go ahead. It won't take more than 5 minutes to start a Google Sheet and start with creating your story bank today. Create a simple content system. You had to know this one was coming, right? Creating a simple content process so that you know what to do next in your content process builds that content consistency muscle, because it helps reduce your decisions. Creating a simple content system can be as simple as creating a checklist of all the steps you need to take your piece of content from idea to publication. creating a process checklist for your social media, repurposing your content process checklist, or sending your email list content process checklist. Those are just a few of the process checklists that should be in your content system. So what do you do when you're not inspired to create content? You start a list of what works for you to get you motivated again. That way, when you find that you're slipping off on being consistent with your content, you can just go look at that list that you created before and go, oh yeah, these are the reasons why I need to keep going. And that will give you the inspiration to be a consistent content creator. And don't forget, if you need to help with where to start with creating your content system, go ahead and book a simplified session. Friends, it's only $97. And if you're curious, you can go listen to episode 58, where that is a behind the scenes look into a content simplified session. Well, friends, it's time to wrap this up. My 3 tips to build your content consistency muscle. Remember, done will always be perfect in a race any day. End of story. Create a story bank that you can use in your content. Finally, create a simple content system that includes checklists for all of your processes. And remember, the link to sign up for a content simplified session is in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Yay! Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you found this episode valuable and learned some actionable tips that you can implement in your business so that you can feel accomplished and less stressed. If you enjoyed this show, please take a quick minute to share this with your business bestie, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps me reach more business owners just like you. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes, please reach out to me on my website. I've created a form just for you. Remember, with the right system and mindset, you can achieve the success your heart desires. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to chatting with you next time. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And don't forget, let's grow, friends.